Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to try to follow a Jaclyn Hill makeup tutorial. These are going around all over YouTube. I saw my friend Jacob do one last week and I wanted to give it a go because it was actually really entertaining. So this is an ombre sunset smoky eye makeup tutorial. When did she put this up? So this is from 14th of July 2015. Jaclyn slays. Like, let's be honest. This is why I picked her, because I feel like she is just so talented. Any look she does, it just accentuates her features so well and it looks flawless. Let's go. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. Oh my god, stop. All right, we've had an intro, right?
I'm so unprepared for this intro because
I feel like she has changed a bit since then. Oh, it's no, it's not voiceover one.
This video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
First thing I'm doing is priming my eyes, as always, and I still use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because it's just my absolute.
I have this. I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna prime my eyes, and I don't think that she has done her brows. It just looks like she's using her fingers, so that's all I'm gonna do.
Then I'm gonna be going in with the one, the only Scotch tape. Inch and a half of tape, and then I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to peel it off,
oh, yes,
put it on my hand
girl.
again, peel it off again. This is just going to take a little bit of the stickiness away so that it's not too harsh on the eye area. What I'm going to do is put this underneath the eye in a diagonal line from the corner of my eye up to my brow. I'm really focusing and concentrating because I want them to be as symmetrical as possible because it'll make our life a whole lot easier if they're symmetrical to begin with. I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie Eyeshadow. I know.
Ooh, Makeup Geek! Peach Smoothie. We're going to just do this. I haven't used tape for the longest time. So this is all she did, was go in like this. Just really messily in the crease. And then Creme Brulee.
This is another go-to shade for me that personally works for my skin tone for a great transition color in my crease. I'm using a Sigma E40 to blend this back and forth all the way from inner corner to outer corner, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precise brush. I'm using the Morphe M433 for this.
Okay, so she goes in like this with the color. Then she takes a more precise brush and just focuses that in the crease there.
An Ardency in shadow in the shade Copper. I don't know why this is called Copper because as you can see it is not a copper color. I did wet-in my MAC 242 brush with a little bit of Fix Plus.
Okay, so she's gone in with like a highly pigmented shade. So I'm gonna go in with Built, which is from the Balm Nude Beach palette. Jaclyn loves Fix Plus. So now she is just taking that. That's a pretty good match, I think.
Then I'm going to go in with one of my old school all-time favorites. This is MAC Copper Ring Eyeshadow.
I didn't use the right brush for this, but she said using the same brush. So I'm going to take Copper Ring by MAC, and she's just like packing that on the outer half, I think. Like that's how she's showing it.
So using that same 242 brush, I'm going to pack that right over top of that gold in the center of the lid.
Okay, so she said center of the lid, so whoops, I went a little bit too far. Got a bit ahead of myself.
And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite purples of all time, and this is Deep Damson. Again, this is by MAC.
Deep purple called Deep Damson. Oh, I just need to kind of like get that off because Deep Damson looks like a matte, and I've just put shimmer everywhere, so whoops. I had to look through my collection, but I think that this one kind of matches. This is Delectable in the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And she takes it on a pencil brush and she packs it on this outer corner. I don't know if this is the right color.
Try to keep this purple as low as possible in your crease and don't take it too high initially because as we start to blend, it will begin to go higher and higher. So
okay, so she talks about like keeping it as low as possible. I just don't know if that's pigmented enough. Like I'm packing it on as much as I can. She blends it out with the same brush and that'll take it into the crease. And just keep blending, just keep blending. I feel like we kind of have different eye shapes. So like look how much space I haven't used. Like I could definitely go higher.
Smaller blending brushes for the bottom and the bigger for the top. So as you see, I'm using a pencil brush now. Then I'll go in with the Morphe M433. Then I'll go in with the bigger, the E40. Picking up a little bit of Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek now, which is another one of my absolute favorite shadows. I'm going to put just a little bit of that in the crease area because I felt like that purple wasn't blending as seamlessly as I wanted it to. So sometimes...
So I'm just going to take some Cocoa Bear out of Makeup Geek and, oh yeah, that's a lot better. Yes, yes.
Their shade will just really help with the blending process, making it look super smooth, which is why I use that.
Then we go back in with some coppering.
Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the scotch tape, and you can see the big reveal of what we have on that outer.
We removed the scotch tape. Yes. Well, that one, I kind of felt that wasn't down there properly. It kept coming up there, so that is okay.
And I'm just going to clean up this under eye area because you'll see like everything kind of disappear.
Wipe away everything. So I'm just gonna use this.
So using a clean cotton Q-tip, I will just go in and kind of rub back and forth, and this will soften that line so that it's not like, whoa, that's in.
Okay, so now we're gonna soften the line with a Q-tip because she mentioned that just looks a bit better.
Now I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. I'm using Maybelline as always. This is like my favorite eyeliner ever.
I think I threw mine out because it was all dried up, but I'm going to use a L'Oreal one. She also uses a winged liner brush like this. I'm not that crazy about these brushes. I much prefer the thinner ones. We'll see.
It is from the drugstore. The price is right, and I swear, like, there is no eyeliner that I've ever used that is a gel liner that I like better than this one. So I am very thankful for Maybelline making this liner. And
that's about as good as they're gonna get for now because this is why I hate gel liner. It takes so long.
Now I'm gonna coat my lashes, and any mascara will do for this because I'm gonna be going in with false lashes anyways. I'm going to be using Lily lashes in the style Mykonos.
I don't have those lashes, so I'm gonna look through my collection, find some similar, and use them. She did say any mascara will do, so I'm using the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. These ones that I have here are actually a pretty good match. They're from eBay. Now they are mink lashes. I am no longer buying mink lashes, so I just am using up the ones that I have.
My new favorite lashes. This is the 4th time that I have worn this style, and I'm just so in love with them. They are very dramatic. Now I'm going to be priming my skin using Makeup Forever Radiance Primer, and the reason I'm using the Radiance Primer today is because I'm going to be going in with the LC Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation, and as I have talked about this foundation before, it is a little bit more on the drier matte side, so I like to use the Radiance Primer, and then I'm also going to spritz my brush with some MAC Fix Plus.
She's using a luminizing primer with a matte foundation. Going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer. And she uses an LC foundation. I don't have it, but I think from memory, the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream is pretty matte. Ooh, it may be a bit too dark for me today. I'm going to use some of my lightening drops as well. These ones are from Australis. Yeah, this foundation is super matte. It's like a little bit hard to blend. Brows, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Taupe. I used to have the Anastasia one, but I don't anymore. So I'm just going to use a similar product. This is by Eye of Horus, and it is in medium brown.
So, yay for finally feeling like my brows are getting to a happy place. I'm going to be concealing my under eye area using my absolute obsession at the moment, which is this Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I know I say it in every video, but I swear this is like my favorite concealer of all time. I feel like this concealer would work the best for all.
She's using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I really don't like the concealer. I know I have like 10 shades too light, but I am going to use it anyway. So I'm going to pop it on. Mine just creases like nothing else on me.
All different skin types. If you have fine lines, if you have wrinkles, if you have a dry under area, whatever it may be. So I am using this in a shade lighter than my skin tone. So because of that, I will also put a little bit of it on the chin, in between the eyebrows, and a little dab of it on the center of the forehead as well, just to balance out that highlight in other areas of my face.
Okay, so she mentions that she is putting some on her chin and on her forehead. So I basically did like the same pattern as she did on her forehead.
And then I'm just going to set my under eye area with powder so I don't have any creasing. And I am using the Anastasia banana powder that comes in her contour kit. And
so taking the banana powder I'm going to set that under eye area. So she is really going for the highlighted look.
And then I mix that with the MAC Pro Emphasize, which is like a stark white powder.
I'm just going to take like this color as well. Just pop that over the top. She's not actually setting her face. I need to do that. This combo looks awful around my nose. All my pores are showing. She's taking a Too Faced bronzer. I don't have a Too Faced bronzer. Okay, she's contouring and bronzing. So I'm going to use Benefit Hoola. And she's using the NARS Ida brush. So I'm going to use mine. Mine is just like a fakie from eBay. And she's taking another brush to bronze her forehead.
Now I'm going to line my waterline. This is like the creepiest shot ever, right? I was like, ew.
Taking a black pencil and lining her waterline. She hasn't put anything else on her lash line. So she goes all the way around.
I'm going to take a little bit more of that purple, that deep dampen, and I'm going to just rub that all over the lower lash line, all the way from inner corner to outer corner. And then taking a pencil brush, this is the Morphe E18 with a little bit of that copper ring shade on it. I'm just going to lightly dust over it. So we have that purple and that copper.
Then taking some coppering, and I'm going to run that over the edge just to blend that out. So just some mascara on the lower lash line.
I'm going to be using MAC Melba for my blush, which
I have not used MAC Melba in a long time. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like MAC Melba.
Now, of course, we are going to be highlighting, and I'm going to be using Champagne Pop, the highlighter that I created with Becca Cosmetics.
Okay, so she uses Champagne Pop, of course.
I can't get enough of this shade right now. Let's get real. I am going to be using the Morphe M501 brush to apply this on the high points of my cheekbones. This is my favorite highlighter brush, and I'm also going to be taking Champagne Pop and putting it right on the top of that brow bone.
Some to highlight her brow bone.
This is a very nude, pale, peachy pink. As you can see, extremely nude.
So I'm going to use this one. This is Enoxa Nude. There is a bit of, like, this is silly. Hers probably wasn't this nude. Sorry, I can't. This is an Inglot lipstick in 244.
So I added a mineralized glass from MAC over top of it.
I might use this Too Faced Lip Injection in Babe Alert.
And then to finish this off, I'm just going to use some Fix Plus, and we are done.
May have gone over the top with the Fix Plus. Haven't used it in a while. My face is wet. I can see it reflecting from the lights. But it's cute, right? Okay, I did it. I followed a Jaclyn Hill tutorial. I really like it. I'd love to know what you guys think. I think it turned out pretty good. Like, I mean, this isn't something that I would probably put together, especially like with these big lashes, but I really like how it looks. And that concealer hasn't creased on me today. To be honest, I actually haven't used it in over a year because it was creasing and it hasn't creased. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Would you like me to recreate anyone else's makeup looks or makeup tutorials? Let me know down below because this was so much fun. Like, it was actually really, really fun. It took a lot longer than a usual tutorial. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.